Bonjour, mes amis. Ça va? Ça va? Ça va? Ah, oui, oui, oui. Ah, bonjour. Je m'appelle Antoine. Antoine. J'ai manager de foot à Bordeaux. J'habite un petit village dans la Bordeaux, région des Français. Bordeaux, basically. Welcome, everyone. So this is a bit different, really. You've probably, if you were here before holiday, we were doing a Build a Nation save in Greece, and it was going very well until the Greek manager, the Greek chairman, sorry, decided that they were no longer wanting to have me in charge of the football club because basically they were arseholes, really, and And that's just what it is. That's just what happened. Like, we got to the Europa League final, and then they sacked us because they figured, oh, we didn't use enough young players, despite us wanting to make the more, young. We wanted to invest in the youth system, and they were having none of it. So we're like, right, fine. And then we sort of like ended up getting sacked at the end of the season, and I was a bit pissed off about it, to be honest. 17 seasons literally down the drain. I was like, oh, what's the point of this? What's the point? I've spent all my time building Larissa up, building Greece up, and I could have gone and stayed in Greece and made Greece a better nation by, going and managing like another country or another team or something. But I decided that we'd do something a little bit different, just for a short amount of time, because there's not long left of FM24, really, is there? So rather than sort of like try and get into another club, because we might have got a different club, might not have done, we figured the best thing to do would be to revisit an old painful friend. And some of you, if you're OGs of the TJFM Discord, would have known that we did a monthly challenge, and we had like a one season wonder thing, and it started off in Leeds, and I think we then ended up in Bordeaux was the second one that we did, and some people enjoyed it, some people tolerated it, and some people thought it was the most horrific and turgid thing that we've ever possibly done. And because, of course, Bordeaux have been relegated into, like, the Sunday leagues in France, we figured that it would be a good time to go and do a challenge like this. But we're not going to do Sunday leagues in France. We are using the original database, so it's Division 2, Ligue 2. We reckon that between now and FM25 we should get 5 seasons in, I reckon. Can we win League 1 in 5 seasons? No, of course we can't, but let's give it a go, shall we? I think that's what we should try and do. Why not? Why not? And if it doesn't work, then we've always got Greece, I suppose, in the back pockets. But allez, le mariner est blanc. Come on, the blues and whites, I think. Here we go then. As Ruggiero says, we might well be sacked by Christmas regardless. So it doesn't really matter, to be honest. So we'll see how we get on. Welcome in to everyone, by the way. Hope you're all well. White Callum's here, by the way. Hello, say everyone to White Callum. Make sure you go and drop that person a follow. We love White Callum the bits. Cosmic Chuckler, appreciate the follow. Brazilian Furium with the bits as well. Very, very kind. Zeeps resubbing on 18 months. Now we're talking, aren't we? Look at this. Who's in the chat, by the way? Here we've got Ruggiero, 38 months. Look at this. This is the legends. Legends speak loudly at 38 months. If it's Bordeaux's from board from last year, you'll be sacked within Christmas. I mean, this is the problem. They're expected to do well, I think. Right, we're setting the database up then. So France Nationale, Belgian First Division, Skybet Championship, Bonjour FM Console, even Crazy Brit, welcome in, Italian Serie B. What else are we going to add? I want to add Croatia. Why not? Let's add Croatia, shall we? I mean, not that it's going to make a blind bear difference, because we're not really going to be here for too long, I don't think. We'll add Spain, and that'll probably be fine. I should maybe probably add Germany, and I should have maybe Algeria or something. 40,000 database, that's probably fine, isn't it? For the most realistic experience when choosing to manage Bordeaux, start dates will be limited to those within France. That's fine. Real world database, because of course, let's make it more difficult and do it that way. And yeah, there we go, we're away. Why not African countries? Because there's not enough African players in the database, to be honest, to get it done. So that's why. Am I going to the FM World Cup tomorrow? Possibly. I need to make sure. Well, I need to have a look, because Mrs. J is not very well at the minute. So we'll have to wait and see. Because if she's not very well, then I can't leave her looking after the kids on her own. It's not fair. So we'll have to wait and see. She's been ill for a couple of days. So fingers crossed she's going to be all right, and we can go and see our boy Aaron doing his thing in the finals. That should have some attribute masking on there. That's good. Oh, this will probably be fine. Shouldn't have I got a ticket? If not, there's probably no point heading down. I do have a ticket. Yes, I do have a ticket for tomorrow. What I don't have a ticket for is Oasis. Not happy about that. And spent all day just refreshing, sitting in a queue. If it's all I've done all summer, right, is queue for Sunderland shirts and Oasis tickets. So that's where we're at with that one. It's basically been a collection of queuing. So it's the most British thing possible, to be honest. Welcome, by the way, to everyone over on YouTube as well. We should probably say that as well. Hello to Sortiri Antanakides. I've said that wrong. Love the Larissa save. I did as well. Sortiri, but unfortunately, the Larissa board did not like me as much as I did. So, right, let's do this then. So, use that profile. We want to get badges based on a Bordeaux. Change that to motivator. This is fairly easily set up. I got a golden ticket out of a chocolate bar. We went invited to some factory. Nice. Did we get the database sorted out? Yeah. Well, yes, because we're just using the vanilla database. I wasn't bothering around with extra bits and pieces, to be honest. There we go then. This is it. It's official. We are in. That's us. Although we've already managed to make an issue here because the face isn't in. Excellent. Good stuff. I'm struggling for one streaming platform. Don't be adding a second one. What are you on about, Crazy Brit? No. Makes no sense. Console can't go tomorrow. I've got the green light off of Mrs. Even though I'm not out next week. The car's alternator's packed in. Yeah, that will probably slow you down a little bit, to be honest. Peter Yan, you'll be glad to hear I got tickets in Scotland as a Belgian. I'm very happy. Very, very happy to hear that, Peter. Awesome work. I will give you a bit of a heads up. Finding accommodation might be a little bit tricky because they're in a fringe festival, so just keep the thought on that one as well. I'm on YouTube as well. I am on YouTube, yes, but streaming on 2 platforms isn't particularly complicated. It's just pressing 2 buttons. Like, do you know what I mean? So it doesn't mean that I'm going to be any worse of a manager because I'm on 2 platforms. It just means that more people are going to see me fail over 2 platforms. So that's sort of where I am with that, and I don't know if that's what you're referring to in the first instance. Possibly, who knows? And if you were, great, and if not, then not a problem. We'll get by as we do. So, who's in? Veggie's in as well, by the way. Hello, Veggie. 33 is in. Got the checkout. Got kicked back to the queue. Nearly cried, and then Chris Rigg cheered me up. There we go. See, there we go. That's what it's all about. Let's look at this then, shall we? Where's the expectations? Too high, I think. Media prediction first. Oh dear. Not great. Don't really want to be expected to finish first. Great training and facilities. Excellent youth facilities. We could have done that. We could have done with that in Greece. Above average youth recruitment. £1.5 million transfer budget. Again, we could have done with that in Greece as well. Okay. 4-3-3. I can play a 4-3-3. That works. We can just about get on with that. Okay. Don't recycle other people's jokes, Alton Brook. Got an idea who you're going to manage at FM25? Not really. I started thinking about it, and then I was like, maybe not. We thought about possibly a Build a Nation in Finland, but I don't know. Nothing's really grabbing me at the minute. So we'll have to have a think. We'll have to think and see where we are. His expectations then for this season: work with the wage budget, obviously, because it's Bordeaux. They're not great at finances. Win promotion. Oh shit. Oh dear. Be competitive in the French Cup. Then next season remain in the Ligue 1, and then become established. Oh God, why am I doing this? Is there not? Should I not have just decided to stay in Greece? Gain automatic promotion required. Oh well. there's going to be a lot of pressure now, isn't there? To be honest. I wonder. Right, here we go then. This is us. They're decent, you'll be okay. I mean, they are decent, but it's more of a me problem than a them problem, I reckon. We'll be at Sunderland in 2 months. Fingers crossed. I hope so. Wait until you come across the 29 rounds of the French Cup. Oh, yeah, there'll be all sorts of issues, to be honest. I've got issues with player faces as well now, by the looks of it, in that my manager's face isn't in there, so that's not a problem. We can probably do without that, to be honest. Here we are then. We have taken over and replaced Albert Riera, who, Kenny Squarejaw there, doing what he's doing. Supporter profile, this should be good. I'm sure that everyone's pretty happy with us. 33% core, only 10% hardcore, that's fine. 22% family, we're going to be aiming towards them. And the fair weather fans, mainly. Step 1, sign Job. Exactly. Musterman knows the rules, isn't it? Get Job in, make it all better. Liverpool legend. Oh, good. I'm glad we've sacked him then. That'll be fun. Get rid of him. Don't need him there. Chris Riggs, central midfield. If we could do that, I'd be very, very happy. Rig and Job would be superb in Bordeaux. It'll be fantastic. We'll have to get it done. Can I see if we can maybe? I can't really change that, to be honest. Damn it. I'm not happy now. Reach the promotion playoffs minimum. Yeah, that'll do. Mrs. J, 36 months in. Look at that, Mrs. J. Not very well, but happy just to come in and drop the resubs. Appreciate that, Mrs. J. Hope you get better soon, pet. Because you've not been very well the last couple of days, so fingers crossed for you. We've changed that, though. Look at that. Reach the playoffs. Then that's the importance now. That has to be happening. We have to get there before we worry about getting promoted. Oh, God. Oh, dear. Why have I done this? Red injured. Shit. Yeah, we have to check we've got to do a late fitness test on Mrs. J to see how she is tomorrow. Because if she's still knackered, we did a COVID test on her today because we thought that she might have been coming down with COVID at the end of the holiday, which would have been awful, to be honest. It was a terrible end to the holidays, but there we are. Hopefully she's better. Quarantine Cyclist said, see if you fail. Quarantine Cyclist is back on YouTube. Come on. Here we go. I didn't fail in Greece, right? Greece failed us, okay? The board failed us. There. That's what I'm putting there. The board were utter bastards. Not just me, by the way. Not by me. Yeah, it wasn't pleasant. Right, let's have a look at this then, shall we? Let's see where we're at with what we've got as Bordeaux then. So, Gaetan Poussin. I'm a fan of Poussin. It's a very, very tasty food. So, speaking of YouTube comment the other day, oh, honestly, yeah, this is brilliant. If you've not seen the YouTube comments, by the way, for the FM show podcast, this is one of my favourites ever. Okay. I'm going to read it verbatim because it's incredible. It says, forewarning, I did not and do not intend to watch the video. This is a comment purely about the title/thumbnail. When I was a younger player, playing older FIFA career modes, I mean, there's his first problem, right? I would always go for the same Wonder Kids, Veterans and Superstars, and I can still remember the first 3 to 5 instant purchases of any new career I started, which just evolved slightly over time over the next few years, whereas now it is indeed more fun to discover new people yourself and find them naturally. What the fuck is he on about? It's an absolute prick. So, yeah. So, I mean, that's the most YouTube thing ever, isn't it? I've not watched this, right? But I'm going to offer a comment here. So, there you go. That's what I've done. And that, to be honest, that sums YouTube up like to an absolute T. Do you know what I mean? So, there you go. Prick is being a bit generous. It is a little bit. You know, how many minutes are we in now? Are we monetized? Yeah, he's a cunt. Matt Fraser. It's like a guy who gets the Wonder Kid guide and buys Insta buys to get all the best talent. Yeah, totally. Guy sounds like a knobhead. Right, Gaetan Poussin. He's our number one goalkeeper, I reckon. Decent Ligue 1. Could potentially be leading Ligue 1. Homegrown, spirited. Doesn't like big matches. Oh dear. Yes, and if you're playing FIFA career mode, definitely grow up. YouTube comments are the Wild West. They are. They really are. And I shouldn't be surprised. It's where people just like are left to play on their own, innit? Do you know what I mean? It's been like, I know what I'll do. I am gonna go and oh man, why is Poussin leaving? There's me going, oh, this is brilliant. I've got a really good goalkeeper. He's leaving. Stupid arsehole. Oh. It's taken me less than a few seconds to hate this save already. Right. Let's see who's leaving. Oh God. Real world strikes again. Well, but I want it to be like this though. This is the thing. This is what I want. Right. So Davy Ruard is the next best. Oh God, he's horrible. He's dreadful. Strajek. He's our number one goalkeeper. Unless we're bringing a goalkeeper in. Are we bringing a goalkeeper in? Please tell us we're buying a goalkeeper. It is all about the narrative. You're right, Ian. Oh, here we go. Carl Jonas Jonsson. Swedish. He'll be fine. Incoming, right. He's coming in. 33-year-old. Swedish. He's played 4 times. That sounds like the right sort of guy for us. How long until you attempt to sign Giroud? Seconds, I reckon, Mrs. Jacobs. Perfect idea. I think we need to wait until he's left Milan. But thank you for reminding me that Giroud's in there. TJ Ball is invading France. It is. It's coming in with a massive. What's it called? One of those balls, wrecking balls. Coming in there. Who's this guy? Bukele. Malcolm Bukele, a centre back. Wanted by. Don't need this. Leave me alone. Wanted by Mechelen, Standard Liège, and Union Saint-Gallen. He's good, apparently. Ambitious individual, always looking to try and win. Right, so Bukele is a decent centre half. We smash all the wine bottles up. We do, but only in the only in the Bordeaux region. So, one player I can recommend: Frank Orozco from Lanús. I'm a few years into the current save, but as a baller. Okay. Right, Barber is a definite starter. 30 years old, bit of a beard, ball-playing French defender. Yes, let's do that. That seems to work. Enjoys big matches. Good. Who's this guy? Gregerson joining Atalanta. Oh, dear. Junior Moinga joining Strasbourg. Good. Losing him as well. This is the problem when you get relegated, isn't it? Back to Division 2. All the good players want to leave. First stream back and it feels like chaos is mounting. Would we have it any other way? 33? No, we wouldn't. We wouldn't. We'd always have it this way. Bordeaux is bookfast only. Maybe. But we've got this guy. Bumulma. I can't even pronounce these players. This is... It's not helping, is it? Ian Jason, how are you, buddy? Nice to see you. Right. We have a right back. Clément Michelin. I've got some cracking players. I think I have. I think we'll be all right. I think that there's some decent players here, right? If we settle on something, we'll be okay. You know? Albert Ellis was signed by the Malaysians for Dynamo in the World Cup. All right, okay. Is Pedro Leon there? No. Don't think so. Can't see him. Should he be? Don't think so. No. You like the Congolese left back, but he's 30. Vital and Simba. He looks fair enough. I think the fact that he's wanted means he'll probably end up leaving, but decent crossing, decent acceleration. Yeah, I know, 5'6". 5'6". So, unfortunately not. He's going to have to get sold, I'm afraid. Albert Ellis, Honduran. Okay. Well, we'll get to him in a minute. We're too far up the pitch at that point. Leclosian, did we have a good holiday? We did. It was nice, thank you. Although it would be much better if we didn't have the family with us. So, myself and Mrs. J both agreed that next year we need a holiday where the kids aren't there. So, but we'll see how that goes on. I can't imagine what it'll do too well. So, never mind. It was good though. It was pretty good. We did. We took them surfing, which was quite cool. Tristan's in 11 months. Appreciate it, Tristan. Very kind, buddy. Hope you're well. Nice to see you in. Had a good assist record when I played him in for a short period of time. For a short man. Yeah. Well, look. I mean, all I can do is say what I see, right? And if he's not tall, then I need to express my issues with his height first of all. So that's where we are. So Michelin looks like he might be all right for right back. Yunusi is he's a youngster. Been following your pod colleague in Liverpool. He's doing great. He's doing fine. He's doing very, very well as our boy, our little star boy. So yeah, very, very happy with that. Awesome to see. And as I say, if Mrs. J is better, we'll be there in person to see him hopefully lift the trophy tomorrow. But if not, we'll have to check it out on YouTube to see how he gets on. See how he gets on. Hopefully we can find the next Sylvain Viltort, Lasland or McCoon. Yeah. Or Zinedine Zidane. He also played for Bordeaux. He was quite good, I believe. Tom Lecroix is on the way to Familiaco in Portugal. So we're going to lose him. How are we? Sorry to hear about Greece. Appreciate that, Geeky Rabbit. Yeah, we're all right. I'm still annoyed at the whole Greece thing, to be honest. Remy Udin's leaving us. Didn't we have him on? We had him on a previous save somewhere, didn't we? Remy Udin. Sure we did. We got Georgian in here. All right. Cuts in from both wings, runs with the ball. Gabriel Obertan. David Bellion was another former Bordeaux legend, I believe. Look at these icons. Zidane, Patrick Batterson, Jean Tigana, Alan Roche, Pauletta, Zoran Vukovic, Vicente Lizarazu, Christophe Dugarry, Jon Gourcuff, Marin Chamak, Alan Giresse. Loads of potential. I would take Gouk on. Oh yes, 100% we would. You'll see it now. 90 plus minutes. Ball hits the post. RDF opponent goes down to win. RDF burn the players to the ground. Yes. Pretty sure he'll be doing that. He's going to be hating his life. Very, very. Right, let's vertical tick attacker this shit, right? Okay. 4-2-3-1. That's what they want. They want a 4-2-3-1. So Strazek in goal. Michelin right back. Barbet. And then Bacall. I don't really want an inverted winger though. I want a complete wing back. Oh, hang on. What's my where's my 4-3-3s? What's he wing back defend? And he's complete way back on support. Alan Jares. Here's a high point from today. Send a link. What is it we're looking at? If it's John Terry, then that can't be a high point of anybody's day, I'm afraid. We don't have Kempesh on our day list. Footy2FM, welcome in, appreciate the follow. Very kind. Who's Weissbeck? Gaten Weissbeck. So we could do with someone who can act as a DLP. Oh, sorry, not DLP. Maybe a sort of defensive player. Oh, there we go. This is all called inside forwards. That man there. That on the left. Have we got anyone on the left who can actually... DeLima? He's 5'5" as well. What's the point of these players being as short as they are? Come on. Be taller or don't bother. Yeah? That's a clip of the winning goal against Bayern Munich. Okay. Right, let's attend this then. So, here's all of our suggestions so far. Let's just accept these things first of all, shall we? Because I don't necessarily know how much we can do behind the scenes. Can we invite Larissa for a friendly and smash them in the process? I mean, well, we can certainly try. I'm not necessarily suggesting that we'll be able to do that because, I mean, you've seen us, right? Might not go particularly well for us. Our coaching doesn't look particularly good. But we do have lots of space for coaches, but potentially no money. Because as you can see here, finances, we're currently overspending, so I might bring this budget down. Transfers coming in though. Let's see. So we've got Jonsson's coming in goal. This guy called Cater, he doesn't look very good. You saw the second on the VOD, it was out of order. I think so as well. I wasn't a fan of it. It was I tried to hold it together. I tried, but I just got angry with it. I was just like, no, you know what? No, this is nonsense. So yeah, I wasn't particularly happy with it, and I think that's potentially become a little bit. Yeah, I think everyone knows, and I just have to sort of like, just have to go with it. I'm afraid. It's a Larissa hate zone. Yeah, like look, let's be right. Okay, Larissa was fine. Okay, we understand Larissa. It was okay. We did what we did. It would have been nice to have done better. It would have been nice to have finished the Builder Nation. But, you know, here's where we are. We might still go back to it. If this whole Bordeaux thing doesn't really work, and it's just a little bit out of our... and it just doesn't really happen for us, then we'll have to go back. Basically what happened, Ian, was that in the final season we tried to get them to improve the youth setup, and they were like, no, we're not doing it. So we're like, right, fine. The chap said that we had to force them and start forcing their hand and going, look, come on, we have to be, you know, like we're gonna walk if you don't do this. So we said, look, let's try and get this board working. And the board said, well, we'll give you some new youth system if you start playing young players. And, well, we couldn't because we weren't really producing any. And then we got to the end of the season and the board sacked us before our Europa League final. So we're a bit pissed off about that, but never mind. It was one of those things where we're a little bit like, oh, that's happened, has it? Well, that's a bit shit. So yeah, 17 seasons down the drain. And yeah, I don't really think I've come to terms with it even still, but never mind. That's where we are. Jebaru, appreciate the follow. That's a resub, I should say. Sorry, 42 months in there. So big shout out for Jebaru, by the way. If you're not already following, make sure you go and do so. Are we off to watch Aaron and Matt tomorrow? As I said, checking on Mrs. J. Mrs. J is currently red injured, so fingers crossed she pulls through on a late fitness test tomorrow. But yeah, our boys are doing absolute bits. We hear. Didn't see the problems about youth players easy to miss. I mean, it's not that it's... Yeah, I mean, look, we knew that it was like we knew it was there, but it was just one of those things where I'm surprised it happened the way it happened. It was great content, is what it was. It was great content, and that's what we're here for, you know? So... that's where we are. It doesn't mean that, you know, I can't just sit here and be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. It's like, look, it was funny, right? That's how it needs to be. Pleasure watching them the past 3 days. Social been exploding for them. Yeah, like, the thing is, I've not been... Obviously, I've been on holiday, and I've not been in anywhere that's had... phone signal, never mind Wi-Fi. Genuinely no Wi-Fi. Excuse me. So I've not been able to catch up with any of it at all. So it's all been a bit of a surprise when I've seen bits of it today, and it's like, oh yeah, so they're in the final. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Let's sort of like let's cross everything for them, because if they can get it done, I'll be well happy. Well happy. But it seems like it's been going really well. So, as I say, that's the main thing. It looks like it's going well for everyone. So, we're very, very happy about that. Depends how old the youngsters should have been. Do youth products come in and count as a request, or are young players allowed? To be fair, I don't really think anybody knew what was going on in the with the young people and the youngsters. So who knows? The board let us down, we let the board down. It all kind of came to a bit of a head, and yeah, it was a shame, but it's one of those. I should have paid a bit more attention. We shouldn't have been in the situation where that should have really mattered, to be honest, but that's where we are in it. That's how Football Manager works. Should have watched that Curry's advert where they use youth speak. Oh, I don't know about that. That sounds a lot like watching the telly, and I'm not ready for that. I'm not really one to go watching TV. So what I look like I need Or it's one of those TikToks. Oh, right. See, I'm on TikTok now, so I could do that. Let's go to unattached, shall we? Papi Cisse. It's done. Right. We're getting brought. Josie Altidore. Connor Wickham. Gary Medine. They use words like riz and based. Oh, see, I don't know what based means. That doesn't work for me. Vanderson. It's what you do with a turkey. I thought that was put teeth on it. I do like the idea of Josie Altidore. Maybe I need to already rethink this save. Here I am going, oh, you know what? Connor Wickham in France would be quite a good idea. No, it wouldn't. Maybe look at loan players first, Tony. Let's have a look and see who's available for loan, shall we? Is Cardozo still around? What? Oscar Cardozo. Danny Guiza was in Spain, squad that won the Euros and was never seen again. I remember Danny Guiza, yeah. Sonny De Gea. What I need is, and Mr. J has already mentioned him, what I need is some sort of Olivier Giroud style character. Joe Geldhart, of course, is almost a bit like Olivier Giroud. Pedro Ruiz. Angelo Muzet. Dick Amiki, I mean... Will Dixon, we had him at Larissa. Of course, well, we're going to try and not sign the same sorts of players as well. Apart from Job, obviously. Look for 8'3" strikers that score ungodly goals. We could do that. That's pretty much our remit, to be honest. Mundell seems good. He does, doesn't he? He seems like he's having a decent time, to be honest, at Sunderland. But look, it's 4 games. That's what we need to remember. It's 4 games. Let's not get carried away too much just yet. Apart from that, we are clearly going to win the league. And that's going to be really, really depressing because I don't want to go in the Premier League. So, Theo Lenormand. Is he not one of the good ones, is he? Is he not actually quite decent? Or is that a different Lenormand? Has he not got a brother or something? Scout. It's his brother that's good. Right. I was wondering why there was someone that like looks half decent. Oh, hang on, we can get him. Asker Dilson. Where's Jan Kohler? Oh yeah, Jan Kohler, Peter Crouch. They'd all work. Where's Quagularella? Carl John Ben Jackson. There was a suggestion on the chat in Discord to only buy players from the from winemaking regions, which would have been. It's an interesting avenue. Not one I'm discounting just yet. By the way, Carsten Janker. I mean, we're talking about this, aren't we? Argentina make wine. England make wine now as well. Believe it or not. Juanme Latassa from Real Madrid. Carl Hudlin is an option. He is an option. He's always an option. Matthias Nascimento. I mean, he's half of Pele's name, isn't he? 4 goals in 8 games. Has everybody seen those goals? That's the question. Scout him. English wine 1 step up from Buckfast. Yeah, probably. I mean, Buckfast is technically wine. Technically. Fortified, granted, but... Thoughts on Sterling's transfer? I have no thoughts. I have no thoughts. Not really. Not any football thoughts, really. Yeah. I don't know. I'd be interested to see what other people think, but yeah. The streets will remember and shed cheers for Fabio Cagliarella. They will. They will. Quags died so we could all run. Right, hang on. So I've got players who can't play. I don't want to go into real football. I don't know. Dan, I've got no idea. I'm sure there's probably something quite bad at Arsenal, presumably. Usually is, isn't there? Everton were 2-0 up with 87 minutes gone, lost 3-2. Yes. Sounds about right. Sounds about right for Everton. Oh, look at this. Oh, we've got players in the youth set up. Now we're talking. Mehdi Harfi. Could be one of the best players at the club. We'll get him in the first team as well. Manette. Get him moved up. Mwanga, how long's he out for? A few weeks. Ali Etienne. So we can't technically play some of these players because we right, okay. It's pre-season and we can't even register the players for pre-season squads. Perfect. This is gonna be a great save, this. To leave. What I find interesting about this sort of thing as well is trying to have a connection to a save that I know was only about 5 seasons long max. So I'm trying to get into it as quick as possible because I don't like the first season, you see. First season's usually a bit boring for me. So we just need something to hit the ground running, get some wins, and then go from there. Ball winner. Such a midfielder. Shall we? Right, so we're playing Lons, right? Now remember, Lons are in League 1, okay? So they're going to be better than us. Okay? Let's not get too over the top with this. We've got players who aren't going to be in the team much longer. And we've obviously got players that aren't going to come into the side just yet. Get me excuses in early, to be honest, because could go anywhere, could go either way, you know. Abdul Samed starting for them. He's just signed for Sunderland. Is that the boy? Is it? Yeah. We have just signed him, haven't we? From what it seemed like we had a good result today as well. Comical own goal, which I quite liked. Oh, it was the sort of own goal that ends up on a Nick Hancock own goals and gaffs DVD. It was very, very good. Oh no! Outstanding again. Job is beginning to look like the real deal. It's all he needs. All he needs is just a bit of game time, innit? Right, so we had no shots yet. But we are against League Earn side. Remember. Okay, let's not get too bogged down in pre-season results. Is Nick Hancock still alive? I've got no idea. Maybe. Cleared away. He's 61. He's 61. I tell you what, Nick Hancock looks fine for 61, doesn't he? I don't know what age I would have thought he would have been, to be honest. Oh, we nearly gave the ball away. That was nearly one of those daft own goals there, wasn't it? Suicidal pass. Oof, off the inside of the bar. Look, touching near 70. I mean, in fairness, I couldn't really have given you a rough idea as to how old he was back in the day. So, but saying it out loud, now it's sort of like, yeah, that's probably about right, actually. Let's go with two up top, shall we? It looked like he was in his 60s presenting. They think it's all over. Well, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say he looked that old. But it was the 90s. TV was a lot more blurry back then. So, it's difficult to tell. Michelango cross in. Oh, Vetro, sorry. I think they think it's all over is the only thing that makes a league of its own look like it's in the intellectual programme. Back when Lee Hurst didn't act like a complete bell end. Well, well, back when we didn't know Lee Hurst was an absolute bell end. Presumably he was right wing even back then, we just didn't know about it, you know. So we had one shot. It's not been dreadful as a performance. Is there something to think about? Oh, it's gone through. I had to keep doing some tracking on the damn thing. I nudged the damn antenna to watch the telly. Well, those are the 90s, yeah. Oh yeah, antennas were a thing. Good ball through, Vertro. Flashback! There we go. First goal of the Bordeaux era. How are we? Yes, Mr. Maggio. How are we, sir? Pleasure to see you. Hope you're well. Si's on holiday, by the way, everyone. He's in bloody Sweden right now. Do you know what I mean? Here he is, logging in, showing support. Give Mr. Maggio a follow, why don't you? It's not the custom database side. No. I couldn't be doing that. I couldn't be doing the Division 4, no players, no staff. I've not got the time nor the patience at this point of the game cycle for that sort of situation. So I was like, League 2 is fine for me. Let's just go for that and start from there, you know. Putting a CFS order the final hour of 20%. Oh. I know I can't. I'm not doing it. I'm going to resist. Maybe I can get my Sao Paulo shirt. Maybe. Oof, just gone wide. Tempted to try, but it's ruined the finances first. You're fine, you won't have time. Yes, I haven't got time. I haven't got time. Yeah, the idea is just if I do quick 5 seasons, see if I can get us into League One in 5 seasons, and then try and challenge at the top. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that or not. Not fancying a Oasis ticket for 350 quid. No, not for that price. No. I drew my level. My limit was 250. I said to my mates, there was 3 of us all trying to get tickets, and Mrs. J, so 4. But Mrs. J was trying to get tickets for a different gig. And I was like, we all had a discussion as to what was the limit, like where were we going to go, and we all agreed 250 was the max. But we got to the front of the queue, we got into the tickets, we couldn't then get 4 together. Then it was like, then we had 3, and I was like, well, let's just not tell one of our mates that we had tickets. Just sort of like hope for the best. And then it ended up that we couldn't get regardless, because it just kept like timing out and crashing, and then just kept kicking us out of places. So there was loads of people like getting really angry about it because it just wasn't working particularly well, Ticketmaster. So yeah, so we haven't got them, and you're right, they'll probably fall out beforehand anyway. So it'll be one of those things that we'll say, you know what, it would have been nice to have been there, but if we're not there, never mind. Vote for a purchase for the Sao Paulo shirt. Get the brown one. Yeah, I want the new home one because it's what we're considering for the beta for FM25. So I should probably look to get that, to be honest. 20% off. I still think it's 52 quid though, so it's still quite expensive. but it is quite cool. I have enjoyed the collection of people going like, oh, I can't believe you're excited about Oasis getting back together. I don't even like Oasis. And it's like, grow up, you tedious wank. These are the same sort of people that got a 16 quid off the LAFC jersey. Oh, no, what? Oh, don't say that. Still can't know how smart pricing is legal given how poorly it course to demand. What do you mean smart? What do you mean by smart pricing? I'm gonna have to look at this LAFC. How much does that cost now then? Oh, the brown one. Oh, down from 80 quid. Don't like the music, but I get the prices. I get why the prices are mad. I mean, look. At the end of the day, like they are my favorite band. I can't. There's no two ways about it. They were my favorite band in the 90s. They're my favorite band still now. Can I justify the price of a ticket for them? No, of course I can't. It's a ridiculous amount of money. But if I consider, that I'm in a fortunate position where I can afford it, but do I treat it as? This is the way I was justifying it in the car with Mr. J the other day. To go, right, theoretically, you'd presume that the support band is someone like Kasabian, I'm guessing, maybe Blossoms, Richard Ashcroft. If that's the situation, then you know what? I would pay 50 quid to see Oasis, I'd pay 40 quid to see Kasabian, I'd pay 40 quid to see Richard Ashcroft, and Blossoms, chuck them in for a nice bonus, there's the money covered. That's fine. But if you look at it on is it worth the money? No, of course it's not. Of course it's not worth the money. But then football shirts aren't worth the money. Cars aren't worth the money. Houses aren't worth the money. Like, nothing's worth the money. There's no such thing as value for money of anything anymore now, and that's depressing. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's concerning. Where, how do you put a price on emotion? Exactly, Musterman. That's the thing. That's the thing. I was there in '96 at Loch Lomond, and at the time, I think with the travel we paid 80 quid, and that was quite expensive back then. I don't know, today's money, like the tickets would be about 50 quid, 45 quid or whatever, but that's not how it works, is it? Like, milk's like 150 or something. You're not getting much change out of 30 quid for McDonald's now. Like, what? I don't understand how that's a thing. 45 quid for video games. I know back in the day, NBA Jam was 70 quid on the SNES. So it's just that thing, innit? It is what it is. 45 quid to watch Sunderland in the Championship. It's not worth it. 20 quid to go and watch York City. 22 quid to go and watch York City. Not worth it. Say 85 quid for a football shirt. Certainly not worth it. For one season? No chance. Season tickets for Pearl Jam was 80 quid. Immediately bought standing tickets for 200 quid. Don't regret it whatsoever. What a finish that is. Vipotnik. Lovely little dink. Hit the scalpers, but that's not going to stop me. I mean, yeah, 45 quid to see Chris Rigg boss midfield like Xavier's worth it. Fair. There is that. This is going to end with 5 quid for a sub to this channel. Absolutely worth it. Wald, you're right. You know what? And Wald deserves a shout out for that, because Wald has made the first most sensible comment in today's stream. I hadn't realised that the subs had gone up to 5 quid as well. Jesus. Yeah. Okay. It's not worth it, is it? It's not. Do we do the sensible thing? Well, I mean, what is the sensible thing anymore? What is the sensible thing? Scolari's in. Wald's in. Is it not September? No, because it's August. I think. $4.49 for a gifted sub. 15 months for Scolari. 4 months for Wald. Oh, right, you know what? Fine, I'll get the Sao Paulo shirt. Right. Where is it? Is it in here? Have they still got it? Did they stock the home one? Add to cart. This is what we'll do. Right. We'll do it this way. Right, there you go. 55 quid. Don't tell Mrs. J. She's in the stream, but September is go. Yeah, just get it started. Rougeau's in. Rougeau, man. Gifted out already. Absolute legend. If you want Manchester on the 12th, you could get hospitality for 268 quid. No, I can't. We look. You know, I had a Manchester ticket. I could have done that. We could have done Manchester, but I was gonna go to London and do it that way. But yeah, no, it's just not gonna work, is it? So it's fine. We'll get it another day. Yeah, there'll be another ticket come out at some point. I don't want to pay a link. I want to go to. Let's get this done, then, shall we? Right. I can't believe I'm so easily swayed. Of course I'm easily swayed. The chat's an enabler. 250 quid plays for a lot of shirts. It does, but it also gets me guitar as well. So that's the other way I've got to think about it. Is if I do it that way, then that's also fine. You know. Right, we beat Le Mans. Happy with that. Right, we've done it. Okay. Damn you. Geeky Rabbit's in for seven months as well. There we go. Can't believe it took you so long to be persuaded. Go the Harley Benton rule. You can pick up a decent budget guitar for 150 to 200 quid. Oh, okay. Well, I was going to get a Squire thin line. And do it that way. They're 370, which is a lot cheaper than doing the proper Fender one, which is like, they've gone over 1,200 quid now. Enough for Mrs. J's bunch of flowers. Mrs. J's birthday next weekend, so Mrs. J gets a present as well. Up against Marseille, and they don't have he who should not be named in their side because we haven't updated the database, so that's good. Bastia have hired Remy Gard, Abdel Bouzama comes in as a coach. Okay. Which one from them lot? What do you mean, which one from them lot? What have I missed? Oh God, no, yeah, neither of them. We're not fussed about either of them. Awful human beings. I should say as well, by the way, if you've not checked out the FM show this week, get yourselves across and do so. Myself, Si Maggio, and Breezy this week because Aaron's computer was doing a meltdown. Yeah, get yourself checking out on that one. It's doing well on YouTube as well. We're doing alright on YouTube now. Numbers seem to be going alright for the podcast show. So yeah, we're happy with it. Is there a Patreon exclusive episode due about Si's career of chaos? Yeah, we haven't got it done yet. Well, so what happened was we recorded some bits after it, which is Si going back through FM 14, I think. And we looked at the save, and we looked at how the game was set up and like how the UI looks, and it was really interesting. But there was an issue towards the back end of it. We've had loads of issues. We've switched over from Riverside to Descript, and it's just been a bit of a pain in the backside, to be honest. So there's a bit of an issue on it, so I'll have a bit of play about with it, but I needed to get away on holiday before getting it finished, so I was like, right, it's not going to go up. So it might go up later on, and then we've got another one to do on Tuesday with Aaron and Second Yellow Card about the FIFA E, so that's going to happen this week, so that'll be next week's episode, and then the week after the episode is a retrospective episode with Lelujo and Second Yellow Card as well, so that's gonna be really good. So we're very much looking forward to that. You're right, Musselman, yeah, like clocking up 1,000 views on the first day, we're very, very happy with that at the minute, because it feels like we've turned a bit of a corner, and I think Si's helped with that as well. But Si's done a great job. Thumbnails are looking much cleaner now, much better. Brand is looking a bit better. It just seems to be hitting better, and maybe the content's just a bit better as well over the last few weeks. I think we sort of like veered off a little bit, particularly with Patreon. I was just like, well, you know, whatever it is, it's like we'll get some stuff out. It doesn't have to be FM stuff, but we've dialed it back in a little bit, and it's been a little bit more focused. And yeah, so I think it is definitely doing better at this point. It's definitely the Si Maggio effect. I think so. Si's done a great job. Do we think the Saudi League would be a good challenge? No. Not for me, anyway. Not. I've got no interest in the Saudi League whatsoever. Some people would love the idea of it, but I've got literally couldn't care less about the Saudi League. You know, even appealing to people who have no intention of watching the pod. Well, this is the thing. This is the thing, Zeke, isn't it? All about engagement. We need to get the people in who don't want to watch the episodes. That's the real trick. How are you, Liv? Anyway, hope you're good, pal. Nice to see you in. Hope you're well. Time to revisit the Eurovision episode. That deserved more numbers. I think so as well, must admit. I really do as well. The concept was good, but what I did was that was deliberately done to antagonise a few people who would have deliberately not watched it because of the title. Because I put Eurovision in there, I was like, I bet there's going to be people who are going to refuse to watch it because of that. There's potential that I was maybe baiting some people while we were doing some episodes, and maybe I need to stop doing that. But yeah, we do have to go back to that. The 25 should feel pretty fresh, though. I think everyone's going to be looking for new stuff in 25. It's just trying to work out what more do you talk about with 24, you know? Or not just 24, but what much more do you talk about in Football Manager in general? Like, where are we? And I think it helps now that we've got some little save points that have changed. Yes, we can do some stuff now with, you know, some retrospective things, which is going to be really, really fun to do. So hopefully that sort of things will sort of keep ticking over. FIFA E stuff would be great to chat about, and then we're pretty much on the horizon of FM25. So I guess once there's a few more bits of information coming out, then we can start tailoring some more stuff that way as well. I thought we'd be doing a Mad Scientist database. Look, I love it. I love Mad Scientist's work, and the databases are brilliant, but personally, I can't play those database saves for more than 2 seasons, because I just think that there's just like the finances don't quite work. Like, these players want ridiculous money because their reputations are so high because of how the database is put together, and like, I just can't stick into a long-term save like that. But they're great. Like I said on the pod a few weeks ago, they would be incredible if you could get them as mobile games. Like, if you could put that into the mobile version, then that would be great. Like, you'd have such an amazing save. I would genuinely love that. I haven't seen fucked for a 25 challenge. Yeah, I think you're probably right. You're probably right with that. But I'm not sure that's an FM thing. I think that seems to be just a football thing, I reckon, isn't it? Everyone else is free on Epic for a week. In my experience, the timeline is maybe 2 or 3 before we get more news. It's all guesswork a little bit, isn't it? Some of it makes sense. There will be some stuff that will be like, yeah, we'll get some stuff in due course, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? All about in due course. I think as well, SI are sort of damned if they do and damned if they don't, in the sense that if they don't mention anything, people get upset. Then if they do mention something, people go, that's not what I wanted them to say. So you can't really blame them for keeping some cards close to their chest, you know? Alright, fair enough. 2-0 down then to Marseille. Just friendlies, so it's okay. It's okay. Hope FM25 has challenges what the console version would have. Yeah, I don't think they've... we spoke about that on one of the episodes a few weeks ago, I think. I don't think they're going to have challenges. But the challenges would be good though. Like we mentioned when we did the mobile episode, and we do have a console episode coming up as well. We need to get that recorded. I just need to find the time to actually play console or touch. But we do need to cover those formats as well. But yeah, the idea of challenges were pretty decent, especially for like sort of Discord things, like little 1 month challenges for keeping people involved in the community. I think those sorts of things are key. I know it's not really offering long-term challenge, but you just need something, right? Like at this point of the game cycle, what do you do? Like, you know, what can you do for 2 months or whatever? That's when you want to be getting the challenges out, you know? They could release new ones every month. That's not a bad shout. That's not a bad shout at all, actually. That's when the Mad Scientist database comes into play. True. I'm a fool to myself, aren't I? Revisiting old season for 1 or 2 years. Liverpool at the end of the season 1 point ahead of City, and the Challengers keep winning. Yeah, there's enough scope to make loads of different challenges, surely. Surely it's not that difficult to do, right? I think. What's our still 2 more friendlies to go. Toulouse and Firenze. Challenges on console can be fun. You can alter the difficulty level too. Okay. What's the season preview? Finishing 4th. I'll take that. Saint Etienne there. Auxerre there. Troyes, Angers. Ajaccio. Paris. I mean, we've got good players, but some of them are leaving. Isn't being Tony enough of a challenge for FM? Quite. Used to love LMA Manager. Had challenge mode in the game. It was brilliant back in the day. Never seen Tony win a trophy. I definitely won the league in the. I definitely won a trophy at Larissa. But if you're just judging me on trophies, then you know what I mean. It's very narrow-minded of you all. You want a European competition too? I will, yeah, loads of European competitions in the British Steel Challenge. Loads. Guaranteed until the board fucked us over. Yes. There's that. There is that. Definitely a thing. Isn't there a simulator going about somewhere, one which suggests certain challenges? There was, yeah. I think, was it on FM Scout, I think? It feels like Scout might have been doing that sort of stuff. You always feel like you missed those streams. Well, yeah. I mean, look. Yeah, you can't really time them. That's the problem, can you? It does happen, unfortunately, from time to time where we miss them out. But I have definitely won stuff. Damn you, Greece, and your corrupt boards, allegedly. Yeah, well, there's no allegedly about it. I think there's definitely corruption causing that. There's no other way. You know what I mean? Can't think of any other reason that it didn't happen. Oh, Matt Blade, 14 months. Appreciate it, Matt. Very, very kind indeed. Welcome, welcome. If you don't spend time with your family, your wife or husband cheats on you and just leaves. What's that? What, in a different game? No. Don't even want that, do we? Doesn't sound fun. Frazzily, I'm on another account. I was GPM Sval before. Maybe you remember it's hard because there wasn't much in your stream. Yeah. Well, welcome in. Nice to have you. Nice to see you on a separate account as well. So it's always nice to have people back in. Say it quietly, but Sunderland might be good at football. I'm not saying anything. They could well still finish mid-table. That's all we need to do. We've played 4 games. You know, that's where I'm at the minute. We've played 4 games. Veterans only B team sounds like a challenge. Managed Bilbao using a 3-2-5. Ethos on its time players over the age of 30. Interesting. I mean, we're playing Toulouse and we're doing a good job at that already. Good ball through for Potnik. Doesn't get a penalty apparently. The link throws up random nonsense. Yeah, there's some really, really weird ones in there, but interesting at the same time. First one generated is build Stoke using a 4-6-0. Just skip the next friendly. Go straight into the league. I need to find a way to get into this save, don't I? Get the players in first of all. Player was injured there now. Great. Scotland did that against the Czech Republic. Yeah. We're quite good at the 4-6-0. It's one of our favoured formations. Oh, penalties in friendlies. Play your limitations. That was the manager. Yeah, sadly, you're already as good as that. Evening McCain's, how are we? Welcome. How's life treating you? Hope all is well. Not seen you around for a while. Hope life's treating you good. Welcome, everyone who's come in. You join us as we are trying to get ourselves set on a new save because we ended a Build a Nation slightly more abruptly. We didn't end it, the board ended it for us by suggesting they didn't want us to manage their team anymore. And I was like, well, you know what, let's just do a new save. And already I'm thinking that's not a great idea. So welcome everybody. Hope you're well. How's life in your world, McKins? Hope it's all good. McKins wouldn't sing to me. Will you sing to me and get my next prime? No, not at all. Not at all. I'm not a performing monkey. I mean, I used to be, but certainly not now. Musical comedy is the lowest form of wit. Did Larissa sack me at the end of the day? Bunch of bastards. Apparently I wouldn't play young players, so despite the fact they wouldn't invest in the youth system. So I have still got the save file, and there is a potential to go back and just go for revenge. But then there's also sort of like, do we do something new? I don't know. Go back to Greece and battle Larissa. There is an option with that, you know. There is still an option with that. I don't know whether I just need to stick it out a little bit and go back. Get me a guitar and maybe they'll sing. They sacked TJ because he wouldn't sing. Yeah, but you know what? Maybe they sacked me because I did sing. That's the problem. They'll be like, oh my God, sounds awful. What are they doing to him in there? Sounds like they're killing him. Aberdeen on the CV that was the problem. It sounds like taking over Pauk, murder Larissa. I tell you what, before we jump into the season with Bordeaux, should we take a little look at our options? I know this feels like a really weird thing to like, oh, here's a new save. Should we go back to our old save and just see where we're at with it? Because we don't know. Because I do think we've got an issue with the fact that our you got fired. I did get fired, yeah. First time I've been sacked in two game cycles. I was well happy with that. I was just like, you know what? Yeah, this is going fine. Two fine. No, going back to Greece is your vote. Yeah, of course it does. Let's see what Greece has got, shall we? There's no harm in having a look. Yeah, exactly. Instead of the hellscape that's Bordeaux. I mean, we've already bought me San Pauli shirt, so there's the beta save sorted. So we don't necessarily have to subject ourselves to Bordeaux. And revenge is an option, right? Revenge is an option. There's a shirt on eBay already. No, I don't think so. Si's got the Pau shirt. Oh, did he? Ooh. Okay, let's have a little look, shall we? Right, we'll take a little nosy, shall we? I should get to the end of this match. You're with Breezy, you love revenge. I think part of me now wants revenge. Because I don't like first seasons, right? And I know we'd have to first season with a new team. But the universe is still there. And I would like to actually be able to say that I finished a Builder Nation rather than just bailing. And you're right, it was never a Larissa save. It was a Greece save. Maybe I needed tonight just to have that moment of clarity, isn't it? Let's jump in. Revenge is a dish best served with hummus. Right, let's jump out of this, right? Okay? Let's jump out of this. We're just gonna, let's just not pay attention to that because it's just a friendly. Okay. Let's load up. Bordeaux is a palate cleanser. No one's ever said Bordeaux is a palate cleanser. "17 seasons in, we don't just give up on 17 seasons, do we? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, let's think of it that way. We don't just do that. Okay? And I know that there's Peru and Belgium and all that sort of stuff. I mean, we just, let's have a look at what the jobs are, shall we? Larissa we didn't get, we know that. Asteras we know we didn't get. So what do? Do I just nudge forward on it and just hope that there's that something comes up? They thought someone would lie down and whether like a leaf would fall off a tree. He's up and ready to fight again. I think I just needed that bit of clarity, didn't I? To be like, right, is it time to go again? Do we want it? I have to leave the national role to be considered for some. Do you reckon? I reckon that they'd want me. I reckon these clubs would be. I'm ironically I'm now a legend at Larissa, which is interesting. International job is perfect and holiday until each break and see if any jobs pop up. Right, so is that what I need to do then? Just go on holiday for a bit, yeah? Scotland jobs becoming available. And we don't have to do the Peru game either. We can just sim through that. Actually, right, let's save that then as season 17. Build a nation in Scotland might be a tough job to ask. Well, that's something I'm already. That's a project for the back burner, which maybe we could talk about that. Must have. Maybe we could talk about that. Right. Let's holiday for a bit then. Yeah, is that what we want to do? We're just gonna holiday until the next. Holiday for a month or until right, let's holiday until August, shall we? Or July, 1st of July. Let's see what's going on. Sure if we've gone back to this. Yeah, I think we maybe have to. Remove the Larissa bit, yeah. I'm not asked about I don't think I can go to the second division. Do you know what I mean? I don't think I can do that. Stream name. We've only got an hour left. We've got an hour left. I'm not changing it just yet. Like, eyes need on the bigger jobs. They do. Is it Panathinaikos? Is it Panathinaikos? Is it PAOK? Is that what we're looking at? Is it PAS? Let's just see what there is, shall we? Olympiakos. I can't do Olympiakos. Can't do that. AK, I suppose, would be the obvious one, wouldn't it? Panathinaikos seem to be the one that we rebuild at this point, because they just keep missing out on stuff. Let's return from holiday at this point. Just see where we are. Oh god, this is red. OFI, Kalamata. OFI are in the Super League. The Chan K Ming Arena. 9.57 million. Tycoon takeover in four years ago. Great youth facilities. There's an irony. Good training facilities, average youth. Would OFI be interesting enough? Your tenure at Larissa's probably made you the longest ever serving manager in Greece. 6 weeks in this cycle left, second division is far too long. You make the AFI jokes, we can. They are rich though. That's also a thing. If they're rich, could that add an extra bit of something? What would the expectation be for them? Play solid football, play direct, play counter-attacking, develop clubs from the youth system. Yeah, that old chestnut. Let's have a conversation, shall we? They feel it would be an acceptable fit. Where did they finish last season? 7th. They've only just been promoted as well, haven't they? Vinicius, hot prospect. We're not going to know anything about these players, are we? It'll be a fun rebuild 70 years in the future. I wouldn't worry that these players might be too old. Is this the way that we you've only managed one team? Yeah. I've dedicated more time, patience, and emotion to my job than I dare to remember. Can you tell me how you handle the workload of managing clubs and nationals? I can do that, that's fine. As part of the recruitment process, we're willing to allow you to request backroom changes. Let's do a small budget, shall we? Expand the stadium. Work towards challenging for the title in 2 years. Ooh, okay. So they want us to go full on. That's exciting. Do you think you can achieve a top half finish? Top half's fine. Top half is fine. £9.57 million transfer budget. That seems reasonable. 900 grand wages is fine. I have no more requests. What do we think? Let me quickly Google OFI Crete. What have they done in the past? Rugio, tell me they haven't done anything bad. They probably have, haven't they? Poor choices. Meltdown and restart. Bankrupt. Excellent. Okay, so the fans are called the Snakes for Heraklion and the SF Cretians. OFI fans have a good relationship with Pauk. So that's fine. Little bit of fan violence. Nothing major. The club is known for its social responsibility initiatives such as helping flood victims, hosting refugees during matches and breast cancer awareness campaigns. Now, is that a thing? Or have you just copied and pasted that and figured that would be the sort of thing I'd like to hear? Because if that, you know what, that's good. I like that. I'm accepting that as fact. Yeah, that works for us. Rich is also good. It was the first thing that came with ChatGTP. Fair enough. I suppose what we could do is go back to Larissa with £9 million and go, who can we buy for £9 million? If of course they decide to do something. OFI Crete fights gender-based violence. I like this. That works. Have we just found ourselves a new era? Are we in our Crete era? Build a nation Crete? Great youth facilities. Good training facilities. The youth recruitment and junior coaching isn't very good. We like OFI. Should we just go back to Greece? Is that just easier? Build Crete. Unfinished business in Greece. That is true. Are we okay with a Hong Kong owner? We're fine. Jaws the Cal. How's the save going? I haven't caught stream in a while. Well, it might be about to take another turn. Another turn. Because we were going to go and build and rebuild Bordeaux. I did get fired. But we might be back. Georgia Samaras. Can you build a nation Crete as well? They declare independence? Probably. Oh, that's a Jamie O'Hara, Jamie Vera. Mickelson. Okay, right. What staff do we want to change? More important, what staff do we want to bring? That's what we want, isn't it? Among the initiatives, including the club's CSR program, the school visits scheduled once a week, highlight the benefit of sports and inspire children visit young people who are ill in hospitals. Crete are good lads. Good people. Good all-round people. Okay. Who've they just signed? Adrian Cebu. I mean, you've gone and signed a player without my say so. As long as we get to hammer Larissa. Let's see who they've put up for sale, shall we? Can we go and... Briannis is available for loan. Mackay looks like he's on his way out. Volk, maybe. Volk wanted by OFI. Ooh, that would be interesting. Malice wanted by OFI. Fretos, Okoye. Maybe not. Who's the Dvorak? He was the guy, wasn't he? We liked him a little bit. Who's the gaffer? Sean Dyche. Who've they given? Oh, Alexandros Kassos. No idea who this prick is. Where did he come from? Betson. Departed as manager of OFI. I think it makes sense now, doesn't it? Should we go there then? I think it does, doesn't it? I think it has fallen into place. It's written in the tiers. Let's see what we can do, shall we? The storyline is already there. Right, none of the backroom staff want to come. Oh, Iron Robin could. Pantelides, no. Goomis, yes. So it's actually the youth coaching that we want to do. Performance analysts. Right, Iron Robin's coming. You blame going with the chat for your downfall and risks. We're all enthusiastic. Maybe it's a bad idea. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is. But also, maybe this is what we need. Play direct football, play counter-attacking football. That's what we can do. We can do that. Expand the stadium, record a top half finish, work towards challenging for the title. Up the Cretians. Here we go. Right. Change of plan. We're back in Greece. Ian Robbins joined us as well. Look at that. There you go. That's for the people who said that we didn't win anything. Jameson lifted the Super League in 2037. Yeah. Raising all the eyebrows. Welcome to Chan Kar Ming Arena. Rebuilding Bordeaux, well, it was great. We did it. We started and we just went, it's fine. Then it was like, look, is it better for us to come and do this? And it was. It was much better for us to come and do this. Everyone prefers this. Media prediction 4th. (3-5-3). We're not going to play that formation, I don't think. Did better in real life. Yeah, no relegation. No relegation. Absolutely fine. Okay. Let's meet the media, shall we? Oh. Should we see what we can do? I mean, ask for youth improvement facilities. And I'm not getting people. I'm not getting angry with anybody. Early doors. It's not happening. Mihai Pane wants a new contract. Relishes big matches. He's brave. Michael Hartvig. He looks alright. Dino. Right, hang on. Ian Rock and Roller, how are you, buddy? Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Let's see what. 33 grand for a goalkeeper. Oof. Right, let's have a quick little nosy then, shall we? Have we followed the World Cup? Not really. I've been on holiday, unfortunately, so unfortunately I've not seen it, but I've seen where we are and where the boys are up to. So obviously Aaron's in the final, which is amazing, but as I say, I've not seen any of it at the minute, so we'll have to see. I'm meant to be there tomorrow, but Mrs. J is not very well, so if she's still not very well tomorrow morning, I'm not going to be able to leave her with the kids, because that's just not fair. They are feral at the minute. So we'll see how we get on. I'll do the stream title tomorrow or Monday or whatever we stream next. I'm not changing the title for the sake of 40 minutes worth of stream. We do need to have a quick little nosy at the club though, don't we? Let's see what we've got. Goalkeeper seems to be the best one. Maxime Hagarengi. Big name player. No left wingers. I mean, if we're going to play 4-3-3, Lots of central midfielders, though. Do we go back to the box? We could go back to the box. That would take out the need for wingers. Do you know what I mean? Left midfield does seem an issue. So does centre back, because we don't seem to have any, really. Let's have a quick nosy at Larissa then, see what they've got. Eva Jebaru, how are you, buddy? What's the news? If the box fits for the squad, go for it. Yeah, we can do. Volk's not a... Buy some Lemsit for Mrs. J. Yeah. I'll certainly have to try. She's not been well for a few days. Big Sam is there tomorrow. Really? Can't hear what you say. I saw ads. Oh, well, there's only one way around that, isn't there? Yeah. Clicked on a random video and they've just announced him. That's amazing. Amazing. A big fan of that. Sol Bamba just passed away. All right. Okay. Thanks, Tom. I mean, you know, your name's quite appropriate, but it's an interesting one. I just jump straight a bit. Oh, this guy's dead, by the way. Like, okay, thanks. I mean, we were just talking about Big Sam for a second ago. Great news about Big Sam, though. I wouldn't necessarily say that. Look, I wouldn't necessarily say that Sol Bamba was a legend. I would say that Sol Bamba definitely played in the football league. In the same way that Matty Etherington isn't a legend. He's a footballer. I'll tell you who is a legend, Jamie O'Hara. And I've been watching this, the Love Undercover. It's incredible. Gotta get on this. All right, that's what you gotta get on. If you haven't been watching it, find it. Right? Yeah. Go and find it. Watch it. Matty Etherington catching unnecessary strays. Yeah. Matt Doherty's an AFL legend. He's a Premier League legend. That boy's played everywhere. Left, right, and centre. There's the Turkish boy we signed that they're now saying can go out on loan straight away. Interesting. You lost me, Jamie O'Hara. Oh, honestly, I was all set to hate Jamie O'Hara as well for that reason, and he is a prick. He's an absolute bellend. But he's also really, really he's a bellend, but you watch it because he's a bellend. And you also watch Ryan Babel just not get picked up, and he gets really angry about the fact he's just like, people need to remember I'm Ryan Babel, and he's not allowed to tell him he's Ryan Babel. He has to lie, tell him he's someone else. I think he said it was Sol Bamba at one point. Ryan Babel is a crypto bro. Yes. There's also pretty good as well that one of so Babel's in it, and then some other lad who apparently played for Liverpool as a youngster, and he was like, he says hello to Ryan Babel. He's, hello, how are you? And he's, who'd you play for? He goes, I was at Liverpool with you. And he's Ryan Babel's like, don't recognise you. It's like brilliant, just absolute buries this lad. Just like, I've got no idea who you are. Right, so Schreber's me goalkeeper. Defensive centre. Tom's gone. Tom the Tosser's gone. Oh, shame. Maybe he's off to he's off to go and tell someone else. Who else is streaming? We should probably let them know as well. Who else is around? Because they might not know, you see. Who else is on? Loads of people are on. There's someone who's got 700 views. Tell them, they need to know. A couple of people with 4 viewers, 3 viewers. I mean, they definitely need to know. But yeah, it's an interesting opening gambit as well, isn't it? Like never chatted in before. I reckon these guys are going to need to know about Sol Bamba. Do you reckon they were talking about Sol Bamba before? Yeah. You don't realise it was Tom Bamba. It's quite understandable. It's a very difficult time for him. Yeah, do you know what? And also, he's not a tosser. What he is, he's an Olympic caber thrower. So that's why he tosses things. It's just interesting that he is also a bit of a tosser. So, never mind. Soz Tom. But you've never heard of Sol Bamba. I mean, look, he's a legend, an absolute legend, Dan. Legend. Were we a little mean to Tom, do you think? Yeah, but no. Possibly, maybe not. I don't know. It was a bold opening gambit to come in and tell me about Sol Bamba. Part of me is now going to Google, is Sol Bamba dead? Right? Because if he is, I guess in a sense that's quite sad. But it is trending. Yes, Sol Bamba. Everyone at the right. Okay. Here's where we are. Dunfermline Athletic. Everyone at Dunfermline Athletic is shocked and saddened to hear the passing of former player Sol Bamba. That's the level that we're at, right? That's the level. Okay. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but obviously it's sad. But yeah, at least say hello first. Forever remembered by Tom. Evening, Quinny. Right, Maxime looks like half a decent centre half. Vinicius is on loan at Bragantino, so we might not have him much longer. Who else we got? Derek Piroc, midfielder. Is this the year we go up? No, Chris, we won't. Let's just enjoy the first 4 matches of the season. Let's just enjoy it, right? It's all good, it's all fun, but it's a long season. It's a long season. We've seen this movie before with Sunderland. We've seen it. I can't get carried away. I've got to remember that there's a lot of football still to be played. Yes, we look good, but it's just as easy it falls away. Yeah. But we look very, very good. We do look very good. Got to remember that. There's a good tweet from Sam Madge of the day. A little reminder for anyone who chats on live streams, do not tell the streamer that someone has died. It can kill the vibe, it can distract the streamer. The streamer might not want to process that information privately, or the streamer might just not care and feel awkward about it. Sai predicted this, didn't he? He saw it coming. He saw it. He's like, someone's going to come into TJ's stream and mention the whole, Sol Bamba thing. If the Queen can catch strays from TJ, Tom should survive without age. Look, everyone is in the way. At the end of the day, when my fists start flying, people are gonna get hurt. I'm sorry. Just what happens. People get hit. People get caught. It's one of those things. Queen and Matty Etherin and catching strays. What a dinner party. Yeah. Queen dishing out hand jobs and Matty Etherin dishing out assists. Did I see the dildo resurgence? No, I didn't see it. I saw it a little bit. Sorry. Yes, I saw a little bit on Twitter, but I didn't physically see it. But yes, nice to see that dildos are back. I'm just busy trying to make some notes on these players. Are the dildo resurgence of Oasis support bands? I would probably watch them. I probably would watch them, to be honest. I spaced out what? Yeah. Oh no, you haven't got time. You haven't got time to space out on these streams. You gotta keep sticking. You know what I mean? Right, lots of central midfielders. Nobody who can play out wide. Dino, leading ball winning midfielder. Acceleration, aggression, anticipation, determination. Work rate, tackling, long shots. Likes big matches, gets injured a bit. Consistent. What's his injuries like? Does like a bit of an injury. Oasis are nothing like the Beatles. They're two very, very different bands. Very different. Benjamin Fonseca. We've played him before, hasn't we, at the international level. Osvaldo Almada. Prefer Oasis the drink. I prefer the band. They're very good. Dino Pine. All right, so midfielders. There's Pane. Less likely to split up. Yes. That's the thing. Both are overrated. I've never been a fan of Oasis the drink, to be honest. You don't like Noel? I mean, that's he is one of the greatest songwriters of our generation. There is that. I always find it interesting when there's people who are very quick to discredit, you know, bands like Oasis, and then go, right, okay, well, what's the alternative? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, who have you got? Like, who you sort of like? Who have you got in your corner? Do you know what I mean? Like, who? Right, okay. If Oasis are that crap, who are we putting ahead of them? Because there's not a long list. Morrissey's a fucking madhead as well. I've never seen anyone as miserable. Blur are very good. Blur are very good. But again, they're also insufferable pricks. Let's be honest. They're all insufferable pricks. All musicians are insufferable. Beck. Interesting. Beck's a Scientologist. Is he? I'd say Pulp, but they were patchy. See, even the good ones. Like Shed 7, they're not one of the greatest bands of all time. They're good. Arctic Monkeys, everyone's now starting to hate on the Arctic Monkeys. Manic Street Preachers. Yeah, Manics were good, but again, are they generation defining? No. Stereophonics, definitely not. Would have sold one of my kids for an Oasis ticket. Yeah. I offered both of them. Suede. Suede were very good. Suede were very, very good. But again, generation defining. And that was in my generation as well. Can I have the Travelling Wilburys? You can indeed. You can indeed. Personally got the Stone Roses above Oasis. But even then, like, they only did 2 albums, 33, so you can't really... I struggle to work out where the Stone Roses would have gone. They probably should have been bigger. They probably should have been. But I think it's that longevity, innit? The Smiths are a bit whingy for me. Like... They really are. But space. I like the fact we're literally like clutching at straws at this point, aren't we? Going like, space, maybe? How about the Dandy Warhols? Would they be better? I know, Elastica. Like, you know. But all we're doing here is are we going from just good? How do you go from good to great, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Cooler Shaker, greatest English band to sing in Sanskrit. Well, yes, that is true. Mustard Man and Cooler Shaker, they were good. The Cooler Shaker were good, actually. I'll give you that. They were good. What are your thoughts on the youngsters? Any 4s and above? No chance. No chance. Like, apparently this guy might become a 4. I feel as though we may have seen him before. He's 19. And they're saying he might be a 4. Unlikely, innit? I mean, he can play on the left, so he's clearly going to play. Babylon Zoo were groundbreaking. They wrote a spherical song. Babylon Zoo did something that no one else did. But I don't know, just because you're doing something that no one else did makes it good. Music's taste and perspective more than objective facts. That's true. Give the facts and all, but if someone don't like the band, they don't like them. And the band you probably think is crap gets a following. Oh yeah. Low. Like, you look at some bands that have got followings and you go, what? Like Westlife, with like, on paper having like as many number ones as, take it. I'm not an Elvis fan, but to have that amount of number ones as for Elvis to have as many number ones as Westlife, it's a bit like not sure about that one. Like, Brass Eye episode with Babylon Zoo was great. Oh, I need to go back and check that out. Let's just fill the backroom staff up, shall we? Do you reckon Job will join us? What's our fitness looking like? Goalkeeping can improve. Scouts, we need scouts. Director of football, bring him in. Let's just bring all these in. Alright, there we go. So, let's have a quick little nose then and see who we can get. So we can't get Barak. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Player from Mimosa. Centre back. We need a centre back. $180,000. Let's just put that straight in, shall we? Let's trust our usual system of we've bought players from there before, and they're usually pretty good. Right, because judging by my rationale, we've got one centre back that's decent. Isn't August meant to have 30 days? 30 days of September, April, June, November. All the rest have 31. 31, yeah, 31 days, definitely. Many people have found it curious you'd be prepared to leave all your success at Larissa behind to come to FI. I mean, look. I've proved myself at Larissa. I think I was treated extremely unfairly by Larissa. And yes, we might well return there to pick a couple of players up. They make it sound like it was my choice to leave. I know. Very much like, hey, so you know when you left? Like, no. Don't remember leaving. I remember being told I was leaving. Jake Stevenson as well. 22 grand. That's going to be a lot. Kai Alvart. Another deep line playmaker. Have we got any strikers on the shortlist? Tanakovic, 32 now. God, we've been on this save for a while, haven't we? Media as scummy as the as the board, a little bit. Do you know what I mean? They've done us a dirty, haven't they? Leandro Martins, 34, too old, isn't it? Magalios has left. I bet he's on a fair wage. I bet he's on a fair wage. But Azutskas we know about. We can't probably afford. Sushak's going to be too expensive. Too old, sorry. Trials are the way forward. Get those lads in. That's what needs to be done, right? Centre backs. Centre parts. Sikievich. Very expensive though. 6 million. Vincic. Mabrizanos is going to be expensive as well. Stevenson might be an option, but I wonder whether or not 22 grand is going to be too expensive. I guess we don't know. What's the finances looking like? Oh, so we're only spending 600 grand. We've got 900 grand wage budget. We can make a loss of 4 million and we're projected to make a profit of 67 million. No one in or out. Okay. That's positive then. Obviously, Malice is still an option as well, isn't it? Jack, 10 million quid. £8.5 grand. And then a mandatory £2 million fee. When's his contract up? 42. Let's put that in. I thought he looked fine. I've been loaning for 3 years. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that whole, like, you know, keep loaning until they become your player. Brzezinski. Player on loan. Oh, okay. I don't know if he's going to want to come. We looked at him when he was at Villa. Originally from Arsenal, I think. Willie Kyle's going to be too old now. Attacking midfield left. Is it anybody? Sergio. Maybe a bit old. NASA's far too expensive now. We're going to do 2-year loans in Greece. Okay. I suppose that's an option then. That's an option. Something else to look at anyway, isn't it? I mean, Yaga. Let's see if he fancies it. He's not the Yaga that we had when we were loaning them back out from back in the day. Elton Andrade is free. What about Panathinaikos? Andres Gonzalez. He's going to want a lot of money, isn't he? Mushgard's wanting. He's attracting attention from Saudi, of course he is. There's Mansouri, right. Now he might be someone we go for. So Guri's interested. Let's get his trial in, shall we? Andrade's gone to Panathinaikos already. He's missed out on him. Not a problem. What's the limit of contracts? 30k. I think we'll play it by ear and see what we've got. We've got enough to. We've definitely got enough in the budget to move things around. If we go to our thing here, then we look at wages. Our top earners on 57 grand. So our two top earners are on 57 grand, I should say. Sorry. Which is less than what Bilic was on at Larissa. No, they haven't made Europe, but they've obviously looked at spending a lot of money. That's been what they've done. Right, Malice fancies it. He can come in. It's good. What's our schedule looking like? 21st of July. Let's play our first friend now, shall we? 57 is more than JKA money. Not quite, but close. Very close. Let's see if we can get the our original counter-attacking system here, shall we? So Schreiber, Akko on the right, Frau on the left, Aragegi and presumably Bosch. Panier, Dino maybe? Almada, Tomic, Huberts, Rivera and Striker, right there. You go. Cool. Oh, Jake Stevenson's decided to stay at Melbourne. Okay, so we're not going to get him on a free. Right, let's go. Oh, loan, that's fine. Carabinides, there's a blast from the past. Remove him. The idea of a 1-4-6 formation. They want attacking football. That's not a bad shout, you know. That's not a bad shout at all. Right, so they definitely want a midfielder. That's good. So that's the top priority. Let's also look for a striker and a defender. I mean, that play looks beautiful. Where's 32 years old with a main like that? My word. Code of conduct's fine. Meet the players. They seem happy enough. So what's the expectation then from the media? Season preview. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. That they've decided that we're already more likely to finish above Larissa than Larissa are. I heard the media had them 11th before the new manager came in. Maybe, but we've stalked it up a little bit. Let's move that up a bit more. Pronounce it Offie. All right, okay, Offie. Offie rather than OFI. Ah, got you. £9 million for... Damn it, we can't afford him. Which is a shame. We would have liked him. We do have a good team, though. We do have, yeah, we've got a decent team. I think we're lacking in a couple of positions. We're lacking in a couple of positions, so we'll see what happens with that. But let's see where we go from there, yeah? Another defensive midfielder. Aguero from Justica. Interesting. Another goalkeeper. Haruna Traore. Volshak. Another defensive mid. Another goalkeeper. Another defensive midfielder. Another defensive midfielder. Quick and aggressive fullback from Palmeiras. Fernando Barreto. I like the sound of him. And Bondi. Interesting. How does someone use a 5-man striker formation? No idea. No idea. It's definitely not something I know. Definitely not something I know. Right, it'll be interesting to get to a match. Are we going to get to a match? Probably not, looking at the time. There we go. Malice is in. Okay, so at least we've got a centre back now. Osvaldo Almeida. How much is it worth? 17 acceleration. Ooh, yes, please. Box midfield. Malice goes in there. That's it, yeah. Right, okay. That's interesting. Is it worth looking to see who's been released at this point? 9 million quid. Simon Griffin. Robert Kalulu. Mercenary striker. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see who's been released, shall we? See if there's anyone that jumps out at us that we know names of. Oh, it's not going to do it this way, is it? Is this the way we want to do it? It's not, is it? No. Gilbert's goes on the left. So is Rivera. Fair to say Prime Romario was less faster and stronger player than Ronaldo. Different players, really, weren't they? That's the thing. They were different strikers. Like Prime R9 was something else. Just he was something else. Romario was a superb striker as well, but yeah, just a very, very different striker. Very, very different striker. I don't really know who you'd compare R9 to, really. Like, you know, who else has had that kind of strength, pace, power? I don't know. Henri. again, really different kind of player. Like, I'm not like you need like a proper beefy player to compare him to, and I don't know if there is such a player that you can compare him to. Michael Owen was good, only so when he played at Newcastle. Michael Owen was very good when he was younger. Very good. He was. You know, but by the time he got to Newcastle, his legs were gone. His hamstring was gone. And he was pace. Do you know what I mean? He was pace. And sadly, when you haven't got it, when that bit's gone, if that's what your thing is, then yeah, you're gonna struggle, sadly. Adriano looked a bit like R9. Yeah, maybe. I suppose you could probably say. I was going to say you could say Shearer, but then Shearer didn't really have the pace of R9. I don't know. Lots of different things could happen. Young Shearer was a beast. Young Shearer was amazing. Even old Shearer was amazing. Like, you know, to do it in a Newcastle side that weren't doing very well, and to score the amount of goals that he was getting, like, you can't help but be impressed by it. Gory's in. Okay, so first thing we've done, then we signed 2 centre-backs. "20-year-old Ivorian." Who was the really good Scottish central midfielder for Liverpool that struggled to replace? Scottish central midfielder. Charlie Adam? Gary McAllister's the actual answer, but Charlie Adam's funnier. Dino Verlaken. Where's our new boy? Gory, there we go. Igor Biscan. I don't think Igor Biscan was Scottish, but could be. Is the answer Jon Arne Riise? It usually is. Obviously, Robbie Fowler on a dinner circuit. He's probably got some stories. Gary McAllister's your assistant manager in Queen's Park. Nice. Right, let's take this across to the friendly match, and we'll. Oh, Graham Souness. Is that who you mean? Possibly. Had Razor Ruddock on occasion. You can imagine he was chaos. Yeah. Razor's good on the after dinner circuit. I've not worked with him personally, but I know a few people who have. And apparently he's a right laugh. Souness was very good. Souness is very, very good. Souness was like great in Italy as well. Mushgard should be a priority. £11 million buyout clause still for his contract. Mansouri, 4.5 mil. It could be the one. I think Mansouri could be the one. Who won the title last year? Olympiacos. Okay. Sevilla won against Scudero. I've got a feeling he's not going to want to come to us. Star player. 60? Would you take 60? Making a top earner, I suppose. 74. Oh, he is good. He's very, very good. Is he £74,000 a week good? I don't really think he wants to be with us, does he? Likes big matches, in tendency to get injured. Oh, tendency to get very injured. I've been warned of this before. Let's not do that. Let's walk away. Ali Dyer's always the stain on Souness's managerial career. I mean, look, Souness has got a lot of stains on his managerial career. Ali Dye was only one of them. Like, you can't blame everything on that one thing. Okay, let's see what this looks like, because this is probably going to be what we think is our rough starting lineup at this point. If we go with a formation that we sort of used at Larissa. Right, everyone go and tell me why you want to play for this team. Way to Atramitos. They usually caused us problems. Atramitos was someone that we thought might have been an interesting job prospect. Let's see what the Offies boys can do, shall we? I've got no expectations here, but I know the board is suggesting that we need to be challenging for the title in the next couple of years. And they're willing to put their money where their mouth is, so... Oh, bit of comical defending there. Look at this, man. Down the line. Decent cross in. cleared off our own player. It's a little bit Portsmouth, isn't it? Ball away, come on. We're on fluid counter-attack, but they want more direct counter-attack. They probably do, don't they? It's a bit like direct rather than fluid. Get the ball moving quicker. I wonder whether we've got to go 4-2-3-1 as well. I wonder whether that's something we've got to think about. Which I'm not overly keen on. I heard a lot about Ian Rush. Ian Rush was very good as well. Very good. Corner kick. Here we go. Tomic, put on someone's head, lad. Oh. Go off the post. The post. Dalkeshi's one of our legends, but okay. What can we get from this team? Huberts, Panay, Huberts. Oof. Decent hit, but gotta do better. Early crosses, maybe. Let's counter press as well. Help a smidge. Cross. There we go. Hubert's at the back post. Right, first goal down the offie. Dalsecki floats in. Hubert's for there now. Oh, good save. Struber gets up. Bring Malice off for Gory. Tomic for Valle, maybe. Hold them up. Oof. I can't go conceding the goals like that. And he gives it away. Uh-oh, uh-oh, good block. Big nearly gets through. Nearly. That'll do. That's fine. Okay, first performance. 1-1. Reasonable. 7 shots, 4 on target. XG's not great. Possession only 40%. Maybe need to do a little bit more of that. But for a first match against Atramitos, who usually are pretty tricky, we'll take it. We'll take it. Right. I guess, therefore, it's probably time to just chill then, right? Because we've done what we needed to do. We've had a bit of fun. And we were supposed to be in Bordeaux, but things obviously changed a little bit. And we're back in Greece. Yeah. So let's keep building Greece. Yeah? Should we do that? Let's do that. Right. Been fun, everyone. Tomorrow probably won't happen. Like I say, we're maybe in Liverpool. We don't know. Depends on Mr. J. But we're back on Monday. Take care of yourself, everyone. Have some fun. Speak to you all very soon. Yeah. I'm going to drop a raid now. Go and give this person some love. And yeah, we'll see you all. See you all very soon. Take care. Bye now.